श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। कुकारस्वन्धकारो वै ऋकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्ट्वागुंसस्तनूभिः विषेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो नमः। नमः श्री गौडपाद श्री शंकर भगवत्पाद सुरेश्वराचार्येभ्यः नमो गुरुभ्यः। प्रज्ञानां शुप्रतानैः स्थिरजरनिकरव्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्तविष्टान् पुनरपि दिशनोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुङ् मायया भोजयन्नः माया संख्यातुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि। नेह नानेति चाम्नायाद् इन्द्रो मायाभिरित्यपि अजायमानो बहुधा जायते मायया तु सः सम्भूतेरपवादाच्च सम्भवः प्रतिषिध्यते कोऽन्वेनं जनयेदिति कारणं प्रतिषिध्यते। नैह नाना इति आम्नायात्। आम्नाया means we know Veda. आम्नायस्य क्रियार्थत्वाद् अनर्थक्यम् अतदर्थानाम्. So आम्नाया is a phrase used for Shruti. Na iha nana asti kinchana is a Shruti Vakya. And there is also Indro Maya Bihi Pururupayyate. So we saw that Maya Shabda is used, and there was a debate whether it implies Prajna. But even if it implies Prajna also, Bhashyakara said, it still means only Avidya. Indriya Prajna Bihi Avidya Rupa Avidya Rupa Bihi Ityartaha, he said. And the second line was Ajayamanaha Bahuda Jayate. So this is a very famous Purusha Sukta Vakya. Ajayamanaha Bahuda Vijayate. In many, that which is not, that which is birthless, right? Which doesn't lend itself to birth, to change, became manifold. Okay, so the Dvaiti, the Dvitvam, the duality manifested by that which cannot be born. Therefore, Bhashyakara said it is possible only through Maya only as though Mithya Bhuta Srishti only is possible. Nahi ajayamanatvam bahuda janmacha ekatra sambhavati. In the same thing, you cannot have both the ajayamanatvam as well as the bahuda ajayamanatvam. It is impossible. Okay, therefore, he said this is only an as though Srishti. Ajativada. Okay, that we saw. Then we also saw this initially, some brief meaning of this verse. Sambhuter apavadacha sambhavaha pratishidyate. Konvenam janayete iti karanam pratishidyate. Konnayam kutaschit nababhuva kaschit. That vakya is there. So the Karikakara quotes, Konu yenam janayet. Who can create this srishti? Iti karanatvam also, there is no karanam. The karyam also is not there, and therefore there is no karanam also. Okay, so like that, there a pratisheda is there in Shruti Vakya. So it is a Shruti analysis only to show that there is no jati, there is no srishti. Now coming to this Sambhuter Abhavada. So what is this Sambhuti Abhavada? Okay, in order for us to understand this, we need to go through little bit of Ishavasya. Okay, quickly, we can't do the entire Upanishad, but if Ishavasya Upanishad basically starts with saying Ishavasyam idam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita magradaha kasyasvid dhanam. So Isha, Ishena Achadaniyam. Okay, the Ishvara Paramatma is what is all pervading. Sarvam Ishte, Sarva Jantunam Atma Sanne Pratigatmataya Ishte iti Bhagavan Bhashyakara talks about this verse. Okay, we can't get into a lot of detail. That's how it starts. Then it talks about how one needs to do karma, nitya karma. Kurvanne iha karmani jijivishet shatagum samaha. May one live 100 years by doing this Vaidika karma, Agnihotradi karma, evam tvayi na anyata nanyateta asti na karma lipyate nare. Like that it goes on. There is no other way you can achieve this and all that. Then Asurya namate loka andhena tamasavrta tanste pratyabhigachanti ekecha atmahano janaha. Then it's Shruti actually gets into the anityatva of the karma. Okay, then it goes on like that. Let's come to where it talks about the Sambhuti Upasana. Okay, then somewhere around the 9th verse, it actually gets into this Sambhuti. Here. Andantama pravishanti ye avidyam upasate tato bhuya ivate tamo yavu vidyayam rataha. So the two things it is condemning here. Andantamaha pravishanti. Okay, the Gandantamaha adarshanatmakam tamaha pravishanti. Bhashyakara says. So that which blinds. What blinds? Yaha. For them it blinds. What? Avidyam upasate. Avidya here means karma. That's what Bhashyakara. Bhashya vidyayaha anya avidya karma ityartha. So vidya means akartatvam. Okay, akarta abhokta is vidya. Therefore avidya is what? There in which there is kartritvam and bhoktritvam. Therefore avidya here means karma. Avidyam upasate means the one who is well bound by karma. The person who is actually caught within the loop of karma. Karmanaha vidya virodhitvat. Karma means kartrutva, not karyam. Okay, the vidya virodha is kartrutva bhoktritva only. Kartrutva bhoktritva only makes you away, keeps you away from your swarupa. That is why karma nisheda is done. Sannyasa and all is spoken about, because the more you get intertwined in this action with the sense of doership and enjoyership. The sense of doership and enjoyership is which makes you bound. Okay, therefore it is avidya, and that is what we are trying to remove, the doership and enjoyership. Therefore, karmanaha vidya virodhitvat tam avidyam agnihotradi lakshanameva kevalam upasate tatparaha santaha anutishtanti iti abhiprayaha. The avidyam upasate means the person who is caught in the whirlpool of karma. Okay, this whole samsara. Karma means punya papa. Punya papa means samsaritvam. So also there is emotional swings because of guilt and hurt. Okay, that is what is the problem with this karma. And therefore it says that Andantamaha pravishanti ye avidyam upasate tato bhuya ivate tamo yavu vidyayam rataha. And in fact it goes on to say tataha tasmat andhatmakat tamasaha bhuyaha iva bahutarameva te tamah pravishanti. So bhuyaha means again and again it gets caught into the same thing. Who karma hitva yevu ye tu vidyayameva devata jnane eva rataha abhirataha. It talks about the second thing where it says vidya, and Bhashyakara explains the vidya here means devata jnanam, so which is upasana. So they again get people who come out of this karma but then do devata upasana, okay, alone. See, all these are important. See, we have to understand, like people who have listened to Bhagavad Gita and all would have heard this many times. All these are important, right? Karma Kanda is important. Karma Yoga is important. Then Devata Upasana also is important, because of which you can get to this Atma Jnanam. But you can't, but then you can't be limited to only that, right? At some point you have to move on. And for the prerana is given by Shastra by saying that these are not enough, but then these are the means. Okay, that is the idea. So vidyayameva rataha, okay, the one who is all the time in only devata upasana, devata jnane eva rataha. Okay, the vidya here is devata jnanam. In fact, not only Bhashyakara, in many places even the other acharyas take vidya as devata upasana only. So like Visishtadvaitis, Dvaitis and all, if you talk to them, they will say vidya means Ishvara jnanam. Jnanam means knowing that Bhagavan exists somewhere. That is not knowing it, it is only actually believing. But they call it as jnana. Okay, similarly here, in this context, Bhashyakara takes this as the sampradaya. Bhashyakara means what sampradaya is, says that this vidya here means devata upasana. Because avidyayam mrityum tirtva vidyaya amritam ashnute. Avidyaya mrityum, it says later. Then how can you do mrityu taranam using avidya? Only if you take avidya as karma, then that sentence become meaningful. Otherwise, avidyaya mrityum tirtva will not make any sense. Okay, so all these things sampradaya takes into account. Therefore, avidya here means karma, vidya here means devata upasana. We need to understand all this for us to understand that Mandukya Karika, even that Vinasha, it is not a particular karma, like I told the other day, it was wrong. Okay, so it actually means avyakta. We'll see, because I just came back to the context of Isavasya, then only it became clear what is that Karika talking about. Okay, then it goes on, Ishavasyam goes on to say, Anyadeva ahuhu vidyaya anyadahuhu avidyaya iti shushruma dhiranam ye naha tad vichachakshire. So here the Shruti says it has been heard from Pauranikas and others, okay, that from Acharyas, that avidya is different and vidya is different. Anyat pratakeva vidyaya kriyate palamiti ahuhu vadanti, anyadahuhu avidyaya karmana kriyate palamiti. Okay, the vidya gives, and he quotes, karmana pitrilokaha vidyaya devalokaha. See, that is the Shruti Pramana to show that vidya here means what? The devata upasana. And avidya here is karma. Karmana pitrilokaha vidyaya devalokaha iti uktam. Therefore, pritageva vidyaya kriyate palam. In the previous line, Bhashyakara says, I am rushing it because our idea is not to detail Ishavasya, but just to get the context. Otherwise, these all need a lot of time. But roughly, if you see, it says Vidyaya Anyat Palam, Avidyaya Karmanaha Palam Anyat. Iti Shushruma Dhiranam Dhimatam Vachanam. Ye Acharyaha Naha Asmabhyam Tat Karmaja Jnanam Vichachakshire Vyakyatavantaha Tesham Ayam agamaha paramparya agataha ityartha. So from agama only. Bhashikara says our acharyas have taught it this way. Like that the Shruti itself says. And Shushruma Dhiranam. Dhiranam is what Shruti says. Bhashikara says, Ye acharyaha naha asmabhyam. The great acharyas who are paramparya agataha. People who are from Indi Agama Parampara, our Sampradaya with Shastrajnaha have told us this. Yataha eva mataha vidyam cha yaha tad veda ubhayam saha avidyaya mrityum tirtva vidyaya mritamashnute. So here also the vidya here is again devata jnanam only. Okay, see the tika, see the bhashya. Vidyam cha devata jnanam karma cha ityartha. Vidyam cha devata jnanam karma cha. Vidya is devata jnanam, avidya is karma. Okay, yaha tad etad ubhayam saha ekena purushena anušteyam veda tasya evam samuchayakarinah ekayika purushartha sambandha kramena syat. Okay, the same person does both. Okay, ekena purushena anušteyam. Okay, this is what is spoken about in the other thing also. Which one? The Sambhuti and Vinasha. So here also avidyaya karmana agnihotradina mrityum tirtva swabhavikam karma jnanam cha mrityu shabdavachyam tadubhayam tirtva atikramya vidyaya devata jnanena amritam devatatma bhavam ashnute prapnoti. The amritam here means devata atma bhavam. This is sarupyam, okay, sayujyam and all that. So this is what is called upasana. All the bhakti and Ishvara Aradhanam, all that is covered here. Okay, by which your Devata, Hiranyagarbha is one of the Devata, and all other Devata Upasana that we do, Ishvara Upasana is what is meant here. Avidyaya Karmana Agnihotrani. So that is why Karma Yoga and Upasana are both covered in Upanishads. Every Upanishad you will see, in a way, it starts most of the Upanishads, except for probably Mandukya. All the other Upanishads, there is some Upasana or the other that is spoken about. Okay, and the Upasana also includes Devata Jnanam, Devata Upasana as well. Mostly the Upanishad Upasanas are slightly different, but Devata Upasana also is one form of Upasana, and that is covered here. Avidyaya Karmana Agnihotradina Mrityu Shabdavacyam Swabhavikam Karma Jnanam Tirtva. Okay, Atikramya Devata Jnanena Amritam Devatatma Bhavam Ashnute Prapnoti. Okay, the person after doing karma and then doing the dhyanam of the Devata attains the rupa of the Devata, Devatatma Bhavam Ashnute. Okay. Tad hi Amritam Uchyate yad Devatatma Gamanam. That is the Amritam because you gain that kind of a stature. Aduna, okay, we'll get into the next one. Andandama Pravishanti ye Asambhuti Mupasate Tataha Bhuya Ivate Tamo Yavu Sambhutyam Rataha. Here actually Andandama Pravishanti, not ye Sambhutim. Ye Asambhutim is how it is taken. Andandamaha Pravishanti, the same Adarshanatvam, Adarshanatamaha. Okay. The person enters who sa yasya karyasya sa sambhuti tasyaha anya asambhuti. Asambhuti is prakritihi, karanam. Sambhuti is karyam. Asambhuti is karanam. Sambhuti is the created jagat. Asambhuti is avyakritakya karanam. Okay, the avidyakyam, avyakritakya, that which is called as avyakrita, the unmanifest. Unmanifest from which the manifestation takes place. That is what we also use the word maya. And it is avyakrita. that Avyakrita is Asambhuti, that Maya Asambhuti also, Avyakrita itself should not be Upasate. So see, he explains Upasate also, Tam Asambhutim Avyakritakyam Prakritim Karanam Avidyam Kama Karma Bija Bhutam Adarshanatmikam Upasate Ye Te Tadanurupameva Andantamaha Adarshanatmakam Pravishanti. The more and more you actually are into the unmanifest, you are actually doing an upasana of the unmanifest, as in you are focused on things which are mithya. Okay, then you get into more and more of the same loop, right? Tataha tasmat api bhuyaha bahutaram iva tamaha te pravishanti evu sambhutyam karya brahmani hiranyagarbha kyerataha. And the karya brahma, which is hiranyagarbha, there also in the worldly affairs, if somebody is caught in, they also get into andantamaha only. They don't attain shreyas. Is what it says. Aduna upayoho upasanayoho samuchaya karanam avayava palam pala bhedamaha anyadeva ahuhu sambhavat anyadahuhu asambhavat iti shushrumadhiranam ye nasti ye naha tad vichachakshire. The same thing it says. There is difference between sambhuti and asambhuti. Okay, so we'll skip that. Sambhutim, this is what is quoted by the Mandukya Karika. This is the last one. After that, we will go to Karika. Okay, so here, Sambhutim cha vinasham cha yaha tadveda ubhayam saha vinashena mrityum tirtva sambhutya amritamashnute. So this is exactly the same. Avidyaya mrityum tirtva vidyaya amritamashnute. So here Sambhuti is equivalent to Vidya, Devata Jnanam. Vinasha is equivalent to Avidya. Okay, so Bhashya, let's see the Bhashya. Sambhutim cha vinasham cha yaha tadveda ubhayam saha vinashena vinashaha dharmaha yasya karyasya saha tena dharmina abedena uchyate vinashaha iti. Vinasha is what? Avyakrita only. Okay. Asambhuti. Asambhuti is Vinasham. Sambhuti is Hiranyagarbha. Okay, so that is the context. Sambhutim cha vinasham cha yaha tad veda ubhayam saha. Okay, the one who knows both. Say what? Vinashena vinashaha dharmaha yasya karyasya saha tena dharmina abhedena uchyate vinashaha iti. Okay, the one for whom the effect of it is vinasha, means it goes away. What goes away? The Dvaita Buddhi. The karya of the vinasha, avyakrita, is what? Dvaita Buddhi goes away through jnana. And this whole srishti goes away, no? So that is why avyakrita is also called Maya. Therefore, it is called vinashaha also. Tena, vinashaha is another word for Maya. Yama sa Maya. Okay, so vinashaha, that which vanishes. Okay, tena tad upasanena Anaishwaryam adharmakamadi doshajatam cha mrityum tirtva. So Anaishwaryam adharma kamadi dosham. Okay, these are the mrityu. There are all the defects called mrityu tirtva. Overcoming that, Hiranyagarbha upasanena, that is Sambhuti upasana. Animadi praptihi palam. Okay, so the fruit of the Hiranyagarbha upasana is what palam? That Amritam is Animadi Siddhi. Okay, somewhere in the Shruti it is quoted. It is said that Hiranyagarbha Upasana actually leads to Animadi Prapti. Okay, Tena Anaishwaryadi Mrityum Atitya Asambhutya Avyakrita Upasanaya. Asambhuti is Avyakrita, I told you. Avyakrita Upasanaya Amritam Prakriti Laya Lakshanam Ashnute. Okay, so the Asambhuti Upasanaya Prakriti Laya Lakshanam Amritam Ashnute. Okay, therefore, that is why Shakti Upasana is done. So now you understand, right? Asambhuti Avyakrita Upasanaya Prakriti Laya Lakshanam Ashnute iti Sambhutincha Vinashamcha iti Atra iti Atra Avarna Avarna Lopena Nirdeshaha Drashtavyaha Sambhutimcha Vinashamcha iti Atra. Where is Avarna Lopa? I don't know, because it is not Asambhuti. Prakriti Laya Palashruti Anurodha. Okay. Anyway, now let us come to this Vakya. Sambhutehe apavadacha sambhavaha pratishidhyate. Okay. Konvenam janayed iti karanam pratishidhyate. So he takes it as Sambhuti apavada. That is why Bhashyakara, there is a Purvapaksha discussion happens here. That's why the context of that Purvapaksha Siddhanta discussion is why I take to the Ishavasya. Then only we will understand this Bhashya. Okay. Andantamaha pravishanti ye sambhutim upasate iti sambhutehe upasyatva apavadate sambhavaha tishidhyate. So Bhashyakara first takes it as sambhutehe apavadaha. Okay. Because even though the actual quotation is asambhutim upasate. Okay. Andandama pravishanti ye asambhutim upasate is how we saw in the other one, in Ishavasya, that Asambhuti was used, but here it first take it as Sambhuti Apavada because the Takara is, you can take it either way, right? Sambhuti Mupasate or Asambhuti Mupasate, the Sandhi allows that. Okay. So here, Sambhutehe Upasyatva Apavadat Sambhavaha Pratishidhyate. The creation is negated. We saw in the last session. Okay, the creation is negated because don't contemplate on Sambhuti, on Hiranyagarbha, is how it is taken. The one who contemplates on Sambhuti, who does Upasana of Sambhuti, attains darkness, or goes to hell. Okay, Andandama Pravishanti. Iti Pratishidhyate. Nahi Paramartha Sadbhutayam Sambhutau tad apavadaha upapadyate. If the Sambhuti is Paramartha Satyam, if the creation is definitely there, as per Shruti, then why would it do an apavada? Only because it is Mithya, the apavada is done. This is how he says. Now then this person asks this question. Nanu vinashena sambhutehe samuchaya vidanarthaha sambhuti abhavadaha yata andandama pravishanti ye avidyam upasate iti. So we saw this now. In Ishavasya, it said andandama pravishanti ye avidyam upasate. There avidya is what? Karma. Okay. The one who is caught in the whirlpool of karma gets into darkness is the context. Therefore, the Purvapakshi asked this question. So that is what it means. Vinashena sambhutehe samuchaya vidanartha. Vinasha is asambhuti, which is avyakrita. Okay, this avyakrita and sambhuti upasana, which is devata upasana. So both were spoken about because same person has to do both. Samuchaya vidanartha. The person first does karma yoga, or not karma yoga, karma kanda, and then comes to devata upasana, by which the person gains glories, right? Amrtatvam ashnute, like animadi siddhi and all that. That is the context, is what is the Purvapakshi is saying. So why are you taking the Sambhuti as this context, that apavada is being done of Srishti? That is not the context. Here it is saying you do karma kanda and then do a devata upasana so as to gain all this animadi and all that. Okay. So that is the context of the statement. So Bhashyakara agrees. He says Satyameva, you are right. What? Why are you right? Devata darshanasya sambhuti vishayasya vinasha sabdavachyasya cha karmanaha samuchaya vidanarthaha sambhuti apavadaha. Okay. So the sambhuti apavada is to show the samuchaya between the devata darshana and the karma. Devata darshanasya sambhuti vishayasya. The sambhuti is about Devata Darshanam, Hiranyagarbha Darshanam. Okay, Devata Upasana. Okay, it said right there the Devata Upasana, after doing, you do Devata Darshanam and gain the Animadi Siddhi. That is the Sambhuti Vishaya. And Vinasha Sabda is what? Shabdavachasya cha karmanaha samuchaya vidanartha. Vinasha Sabdasya cha karmanaha. The karma to be done and karma ganda, that is mentioned by Vinasha Sabda. And samuchaya vidanam is between the two, because we saw that ekena purushena eva. So from with the same person, both have to be done. Avidyaya mrityam dirtva vidya amrutamashnute, and then again vinashena mrityam dirtva this Sambhuter Amritamashnute, whatever that was said, right? Tatapi, then even then Bhashyakara says, Vinashakyasya karmanaha swabhavika ajnana pravritti rupasya mrityoho atidaranartatvat devata darshana karma samuchayasya purusha samskarartasya karma pala raga pravritti rupasya साध्य साधन ईषणाद्वय लक्षणस्य मृत्योः अतितरणार्थत्वम्. Even then, what is the implication? The Vinashakya is the one that is mentioned by Vinasha is the karma. Okay, Avyakrita also was used, but Vinasha also is karma. Okay, avidya. Okay, and swabhavika ajnana pravritti. So I already said, right, when we were just few minutes back in the Ishavasya, the avidya is Vinasha and vidya is Sambhuti. Okay, so Vinashakyasya karmana. Karma, avidya is karma. That also we saw. Okay, Vinashakyasya karmana. Then swabhavika ajnana pravritti rupasya mrityoho atitarnartatva. Avidyaya mrityam dirtva. Or vinashena mrityam dirtva. So karmana. So because mrityam dirtva, mrityu taranam is said. So mrityu taranam, when it is said, it means what? Through karma you are crossing over the karma implications. Okay, that means karma yoga basically. Swabhavika ajnana pravritti rupasya. So the swabhavika ajnana pravritti happens by doing the karma only. But the same karma makes you come out of it. Okay, that is why yoga karmasu kaushalam. In Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, yoga karmasu kaushalam. It is the kushalata. Doing karma yoga is the most intelligent way of doing karma, he says. Why is it most intelligent way? In that Bhashya itself, Bhashyakara says, because by using karma, you are coming out of karma. That is why karma yoga. Yoga means you are still doing karma only. The karma which binds you itself becomes the one which liberates you. Because your attitude towards how you do that karma has changed. Since now you are doing the same karma with a yoga buddhi, the karma which generally binds people itself becomes the one which liberates. Therefore, it is the most intelligent way of doing karma, is how the Bhashyakara explains that verse, yoga karmasu kaushalam. Bhagavan says that. So here also, karmanaha swabhavika ajnana pravritti rupasya mrityoho atitaranartatvat. The same karma gets you out of the swabhavika pravritti because you are doing it as a yoga. Okay, mrityoho atitaranartatvat. And devata darshana karma samuchayasya purusha samskarartasya. Okay, the devata darshana, that which all this puja and dhyanam and bhajana and all those bhajan, everything that we do is for what? Samskara. It is to gain more chitta naischalyam. It is also just like your karma yoga gives you chitta shuddhi. The devata upasana gives you chitta naischalyam. Devata darshana karma samuchayasya purusha samskarartasya. What does it lead to? Karma bala raga pravritti rupasya sadhana sadhya ishanadvaya lakshanasya mrityoho atitaranartatvam. This it takes you out of the mrityu. What is the mrityu? Karma bala raga pravritti. So you are doing an action towards the gain of the fruit of action. So the bhokta, karma pala raga is for who? Bhokta. Pravritti is karta. The kartrutva bhoktritva. Another way of saying it is kartrutva bhoktritva is karma pala raga pravritti. And sadhya sadhana ishana. That what this is sadhyam, this is sadhanam. Sadhanam is karma, sadhyam again is bhoga. Again bhokta, karta bhokta is what is implied all here. Okay, ishana dvaya lakshanasya. So your seeking is twofold. Okay. So this is raga, karma bala, raga pravritti rupasya sadhana sadhya sadhana ishana dvaya lakshanasya mrityoho atitaranartatvam kasmin in this sambhuti. Okay, upasana. एवं हि येषणाद्वय रूपात् मृत्योः अशुद्धेः वियुक्तः पुरुषः संस्कृतः स्यात्. The person becomes purified. Who gets purified? Samskritah. Ishanadvaya rupa mrityoho ashuddhehe viyuktah. The one who is devoid of this impurity. What is the impurity? Ashuddhi? Ishanadvaya. This twofold seeking. Okay. Then ataha mrityoho atitaranaartha devata darshana karma samuchaya lakshana hi avidya. Therefore, what is avidya? Mrityoho atitir, the one that is used to cross. Atitirnartha devata darshana karma samuchaya. Okay. So the one, the whole contemplation of devata darshana and the karma along with it, the whole thing is called avidya. So avidyaya mrityum dirtva. That avidya means karma here. Okay. Evameva yeshanadvaya lakshana avidyayaha mrityoho atitirnasya viraktasya उपनिषत् शास्त्र अर्थ आलोचन परस्य न अंतरीयका परमात्म एकत्व विद्या उत्पत्तिः इति पूर्व भाविनीं अविद्याम् अपेक्ष्य पश्चात् भाविनी ब्रह्म विद्या अमृतत्व साधना एकेन पुरुषेण संबध्यमाना अविद्यया समुच्यते इति उच्यते. Okay. So therefore in this manner evameva yeshanadvaya lakshana avidyayaha. So this avidya which is in the form of the two ishana, okay, kartrutva bhoktritva lakshana avidyaya mrityoho atitirnasya, from the one who comes out of this mrityu. Okay, mrityu yeshanadvaya lakshana avidya mrityoho atitirnasya, the one who comes out of this mrityu which is in the form of Ishanadvaya, that mrityu, the one who has come out and who is samskrita, purified, that person, then viraktasya, virakta means without raga. Okay, the one who doesn't have any more sense of becoming, wanting to become. Okay, I am happy being who I am. That is virakta. Virakta means not somebody who hates everything or anything. Okay. That is another in our in our typical language, we say virakta means somebody who is like dejected. Okay, the one, it's not, doesn't mean that way. Virakta means the one who is fully satisfied. Okay, who is fully complete. Okay, there is no raga. I want this, I want that kind of a thing. Viraktasya Upanishad Shastra Artha Alochana Parasya. Then that person gets into what? Upanishad Shastra Artha Alochana. Trying to understand through Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. That's what is Artha Alochana Para, not opening reading some book and then getting confused. Okay. Upanishad Shastra Artha Alochana Para means the one who does Shravana and then does Manana on what is heard from the Shastra. Okay. through Shravana. So Upanishad Shastrartha Alochana Parasya na antariyaka, not very far off. What is not very far off from that person? Paramatma ekatva vidyotpattihi. He will gain it immediately because he is already prepared. The preparation is in the form of Yashanadvaya Lakshana Vidya Atitirnatvam. He is Atitir. Yeah, he has crossed over Atitirnaha. Okay. That person, and he also is Virakta. By then he has removed all his wants, and the person is already in the Shravana Upanishad Shastrartha Alochana Para, and he is doing Mananam also because Alochana Paratvam is said. So when you have the qualification by Antakarana Shuddhi, Chitta Naishchalyam, you have done Devata Upasana, then you have removed all the wants, and also is a Shastrajnaha to some extent. Okay, at least he has done Shravanam and is doing Mananam. Then for that person, what else is left? Okay, he should immediately get it. So na antariyaka, what? Paramatma ekatva vidya, vidyotpattihi. So the person will soon gain whenever that Ishvara anugraha is there, the person gains the jnanam iti. Purvabhavinim avidyam apekshya, considering the avidya which has just have been there. Avidya is in here karma that he was doing. The kartritva bhoktritva was there. Apekshya paschadbhavini brahma vidya. So paschadbhavini brahma vidya means what? Then the purvabhavini is karma only, basically. The kartritva bhoktritva bhava is there first, and now Brahma Vidya is there. The person has gained, I will gain this jnana, Brahma Vidya, Paschat Bhavi, that which is going to come later, that Brahma Vidya, Amritatva Sadhana, Brahma Vidya, the one which is the reason for gaining the immortality, that Amritatva Sadhana, Brahma Vidya, Ekena Purushena Sambadhyamana, Avidyaya Samuchiyate iti Uchyate. Okay, it is for the same person only. Okay, so for the same person, in the earlier thing, it is avidya is there. The later part, Brahma Vidya is there because the person was ajnani and now is ajnani. Okay, again, everything is in the mithya only. We have already seen. Okay, the mithya, within mithya only ajnanam is there and jnanam is also there. Okay, sambadhyamana avidyaya samuchiyate iti uchyate ataha anyartatvat amritatva sadhanam brahma vidyam apekshya nindartah एव भवति संभूति अपवादः यद्यपि अशुद्धि वियोग हेतुः अतन्निष्ठत्वात्. Okay, even though, see, this is what we have to understand, even though these are all sadhanam, we need it, it is important. Without it you can't gain brahma jnana. Without what? This karma ganda, karma yoga, devata upasana, all that is needed. Yadyapi ashuddhi viyoga hetuhu. Yadyapi means even though, ashuddhi impurity, viyoga removing, hetuhu cause. Even though these are the causes for removing the impurities, which are the causes, this upasana, the sambhuti upasana, and this avidya, which is in the form of what? This vinasha. Okay, the karma. So anyartatvat amritatva sadhanam brahma vidyam apekshya. Okay, brahma vidyam apekshya amritatva sadhanam anyartam. It is amritatva sadhanam is only brahma vidya and not all this karma yoga, karma kanda, or the sambhuti upasana in a direct sense. Okay, indirectly they are the cause. Okay, nindartaha eva bhavati sambhuti apavadaha. Okay, even though yadyapi ashuddhi viyoga hetuhu, even though it is ashuddhi viyoga hetu, even then the sambhuti apavada is still nindartha only. Why? Because atannishtatvat, it is not the direct means of knowledge. You still have to tell that it has to be given up. Okay, So just because karma helped you become a jnani, okay, doesn't mean that you have to hold on to it all the time. Okay, so once you are in a nishta and you are doing a brahma vichara, okay, at that time you should not be compelled to hold on to karma and devata upasanam and all that, because that itself will become a hindrance. Therefore, the shastra has to do ninda. That is the context. Ninda means not that it is bad or anything. Okay, it is not, if saying that it is not a direct means of amritatvam itself is called ninda. That's all. Okay, it is indirect means only. That is what it means. Ninda doesn't mean that you are criticizing it. Okay, the word ninda here is used to say the negation of it being the direct means. That's what it means. अन्यार्थत्वात् अमृतत्व साधनं ब्रह्म विद्याम् अपेक्ष्य अन्यार्थ साधनम्. ओके, निन्दार्थः एव भवति सम्भूति अपवादः यद्यपि अशुद्धि वियोग हेतुः. Okay, even though, so how do we conclude now? Okay, we said so many things. A lot of things were covered, right? What are we concluding is, first he said Sambhuti Apavada means directly the Sambhavaha Pratishidyate, creation itself is negated. Okay, that is how Bhashikara started. Then Purvapakshi came and said that is not the meaning here. If you go to Ishavasya, the meaning is not about creation being negated. It is only talking about the Upasana. Okay, Sambhuti Upasana and Avidya Upasana, that is Karma Upasana and Devata Dhyana Upasana. So in Bhashyakara says you are correct. Okay, it does talk about Karma Kanda, Karma Upasana, or whatever, Karma Yoga, and Devata Upasana, Devata Jnana. Only it is talking about the Sambhuti and Vinasha. However, even in that case, they are only indirect means for Brahma Vidya. Therefore, being not direct means of Brahma Vidya, even in that context, it is Nindartha only. That is what he concludes. Okay. Even if you take the meaning in which that Ishavasya has come in, even then it is Nindartha. So, whatever Karikakara says, the meaning is the same. Even if you take the Ishavasya flow of things. Okay. Atannishtatvat. Ataha eva sambhutehe apavadat sambhutehe आपेक्षिकमेव सत्वम् इति परमार्थ सद आत्म एकत्वम् अपेक्ष्य अमृताख्यः संभवः प्रतिषिध्यते. Okay, therefore he concludes sambhutehe apavadat, by saying andandamah pravishanti iti, the apavada being done for sambhuti. By that, what is being done? Apekshikameva sattvam. It is only relatively sattvam. Okay, the amritatvam that is spoken about is only from the apeksha, relative context. But paramartha satatma ekatvam apekshya amrutakyaha. But when it is coming to the paramartha sat, in that kind of amritatvam, this devata upasana pratishidyate. It is not a direct cause for amritatvam in terms of paramartha amritatvam. Only relatively, yeah, if you have a devata jnana and you gain that devata state, tadatmakatvam, then you gain certain happiness. By gaining a devata, you do an upasana, there is a mantra, you gain mantra siddhi, or if you do a devata siddhi also is there. By doing, there is devata, there are bija mantras and all that, then you do a devata aradhana, and you can do japa, you can do like crore times japa and all that, and do a dhyana, then you will get the devata siddhi. Okay, that particular devata you attain. Now attaining it gives you certain siddhis, that animadi and all that he spoke about. Okay, so those kind of siddhis are gained, and also certain joy is gained by gaining that devata. But that is not Parabrahma Ekatma Darshanam. Okay, Paramartha Sadatma Ekatvam. So that is Brahma Vidya only can give. Okay, all Devata Upasana cannot give that. Therefore, from the context of Brahma Jnanam, this Devata Upasana is Pratishidyate. That Pratishidyate means what? It cannot give you that directly, is what is meant. Okay. Evam Maya Nirmitasya Eva Jivasya Avidyaya Prastupasthapitasya Pratyupastapitasya Avidyanashe Swabhava Rupatvat Paramartataha Kon Yenam Janayet. Okay, now the second comes to the second line. Evam Maya Nirmitasya Jivasya. Okay, the Jiva who is constructed by what? Maya. The Jiva itself is by Maya only. Okay, so there is no Satya Jiva. That means there is no real Ajnani. You have to understand this. So if there is no real Ajnani, there is no real Jnanam. That is also Maya Jnanam only. That is why people have this question, no? Only through Buddhi I gain this Jnanam. Somebody asked this question. Then how is it? Because the Ajnanam also is in Buddhi only. So the Jiva is Maya Nirmita. So this Maya Nirmita Jiva doesn't need a real moksha. Maya Nirmita Jiva is Maya Nirmita Jnanena, it is gone. Okay. Jivasya avidyaya pratyupastapitasya, the one who is to be again reconstructed by avidya. Avidya nase swabhava rupatvat paramartataha konyenam janayet. Okay. So swabhav, once that avidya, okay, that avidya, the by Maya Nirmitasya Jivasya, that Jiva which is created by Maya only and is established by avidya. Okay, that once that avidya is gone, see, there are two things here. See very clearly. Maya Nirmitatvam is Isvara Srishti. Avidya is also Jiva's Isvara Srishti only. But it is the Jnanam removes the avidya. So Vidya removes the avidya, from because of which Jivatvam is gone. The Jivatvam, which is Dvaita Buddhi, is gone. But the Karya Jagat, which is in the form of all this duality that you are seeing, right? The perceived world, like I am seeing my body, this earth, the moon, sun, whatever, right? Other things, all this perception doesn't go away because that is Isvara Srishti. But the Dvaita Buddhi, that I am different from it, that is avidya, and that is gone. And that avidya also, Jiva doesn't create that avidya. It is again Isvara Srishti only because it is Anadi avidya. Anadi avidya is also Maya Nirmita Ishvara Srishti only. Okay, Jivasya avidyaya Pratyupastavitasya avidya nashe swabhava rupatvat. Okay, then that paramartataha. So the swabhava is gained. Okay, was anyway swabhava doesn't need to be gained, but because of avidya nasha, the vidya has come. Now then, who can again generate that same? Because it is destroyed. Once you have gained a vidya, again you can't get an avidya on the same thing. That is karyatvam is gone. Then karanam also is not there again to create it. Okay, because the first time itself it was not created. We say Ishvara Srishti means anadi. And again it is Maya Nirmita only. It's not a real anadi. Nahi rajvam avidya adhyaropitam sarpam punaha vivekataha nashtam janayet kaschid tata na kaschid enam janayet iti. So when you see a rope snake and through vidya, by knowledge, you have removed the snake which was on the rope. It's not on the rope, it's in your buddhi only. Then again, how will it come back? Once you have gained the rope jnanam, Neither can snake come, nor stick come, nor can something else come, because you have known the snake rope now. Rajvam avidya adhyaropitam sarpam, the superimposed snake, punar vivekataha nashtam, after it is gone by your knowledge, janayet na janayet kaschit. Nobody can reconstruct it, bring it back to life. What? The snake. It cannot be brought back. Tata nakaschid enam janayed. Similarly, once you gain the jnanam of Brahman, this also cannot be. Now suddenly it is supposed to talk about Srishti, but now he is going into the second part, which is this avidya karyatvam is negated here now. Konu iti akshepartatvat karanam pratishidyate. Okay, who will means what? How will it come is not the question. Who will bring it back? Not only it does not come back, he doesn't say it does not come back. It does not come back means you are talking about karyam. But here konu enam, who will bring it back means what? The karanam pratishidyate. There is no cause which will make this happen. Okay, you need a cause for something to change. There is no cause. Avidya udbhutasya nashtasya janayitru karanam na kinchid asti iti abhiprayaha. Okay, once the ignorance is gone, there is no other cause. You never bring, once a jnanam is there, you don't bring ignorance of it again. It's impossible. Okay, knowledge cannot be removed by ignorance. Ignorance can be removed by knowledge. Okay, suppose I know this is sun, that is sun. That's all. So long as it is a clinched knowledge, it cannot be now suddenly I can't get ignorance of the sun, right? So avidyodbhutasya nashtasya janayitri karanam na kinchid asti iti abhiprayah. So he quotes the Shruti, Nayam kutaschit na bhubuva kaschit iti Shrutehe. Okay. Not this is not born from some other thing. Okay. Or nor was it in any other form before. Okay, there is no karana. Because the karyam itself is mithya. So for mithya bhuta karyasya karanatvam na apekshate. Okay. Saha sayesha neti neti iti vyakyatam ninnute yataha sarvamagrakhya bhavena hetunajam prakashate. Now this he brings in neti neti shruti. Saha sayesha neti neti iti vyakyatam, which has been described through this neti neti. Sarvam agrahya bhavena hetuna ajam prakashate. So how is this ajatvam established? It is only through negation, because Atma is not available for objectification. Only the confusion has to be removed. Atma swayam prakasate. Therefore, neti neti is what is how you act. See, every revealing sentence is a neti neti only. Okay, everything is a negation, because all the Lakshana Vakyas also, Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma also is a neti neti only. Because the Lakshana is what? Jahal Lakshana only. Bhagatyaga Lakshana. So by removing what it is not, you are showing it. Okay. Because Atma is Swaprakasha, Swayam Prakashate. Therefore, the neti neti is taken up. So now the previous verse, what we saw today, is basically to negate the Sambhuti. Okay. So Shruti Vakyas, which are not subscribing to the idea of Srishti, is what is. So there is the whole Advaita Prakaranam is to show there is no Srishti, Ajati Vada. That's what is called Ajati. So the here last, so Sambhuti, which is Karya, is negated. Konvenam Janayatiti, Karanam is also negated. Neither Karyam nor Karanam. So that it doesn't have any quality of being born or giving birth to something. So it is Nirguna, Nirakara, Niravayava, Brahmaswarupam only is Satyam. That is the idea. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Thank you.